Bob Frizzell for the reality game. I can't come to the phone right now is quite often used by people that are just, I don't want to deal with other people. Sometimes people say, when you ask them if they're going to come out on Friday night, they say, no, I got to wash my hair. Well, it doesn't take 6 hours to wash your hair, but it's code for, I have to have some kind of an excuse. So, because I don't have like a good reason not to go out. I got to have a reason, because when people say, why don't you want to go out? You have to have something for your backstory of why it is you want to tell them. So you're using, I have to cut my hair as another thing you might say. It's like, I got to do something else. And so you invent something. And actually, if you do it or not, well, if you wash your hair or not, it's probably a good idea to do is good a job as you can of the thing you're going to say you're going to do. Because if you have to lie completely, well, they're going to catch you in lies. But it doesn't mean you can't bluff, as in poker. So the idea of bluffing is you've got no cards. You cannot win because you don't have anything. So you might have like, well, I don't know if you can, anyways, you figure like 2 pairs is going to beat you, and you don't have any more draws, but they don't know what your cards are. And if you're a good bluffer, you could win with really shitty cards, because the other person somehow gets a feeling that you could psychically send them the feeling that you really had what you had. So that they just were so comfortable that you said you had a full house, and they see they've only got 2 pairs, they're going to fold. Or, well, I don't know. I mean, you play the game. But a very good bluffer was Colonel Serene. Colonel Serene was known as a kind of Captain Kirk person. Captain Kirk, when he met some aliens who had stronger weapons than him, he said something to the effect of his hull was full of corbomite. And the episode is Star Trek original series, The Corbomite Maneuver. And you can get it on Netflix, and maybe no one knows if you can get it on YouTube. But anyways, in that episode, Kirk bluffed. He didn't have any kind of shielding that was going to save them from any more of this stuff. But he bluffed, and he said basically, somehow, if you send more of whatever you're sending at us, it's going to bounce off our hull, and it's going to go right back at you. Or something. I'm trying to see, and it seems to me that like there might be holes in his bluff, because I don't remember how many times the alien shot at the Enterprise before he came up with the Corbomite maneuver. So I guess it's on my to-do list to try and watch the Corbomite maneuver, the original version of Star Trek. Anyway, the whole point of this is, besides bluffing, is that if you are authentic to who you actually are, you're going to try and see, well, is there a wisdom teaching that's going to help me change who I am for the better? What is your definition of better? Is it simply for you to become a billionaire? Or is better mean you and everyone else? In Donnie Darko said, you can't have those 2 poles. I need more choices. So you have to play the reality game your way, but this is what I'm giving you as information on things to consider on how you're going to play the reality game. What is the reality game? Hello. In your reality game, you're looking at me on a computer screen. Where you are right now, you are in the reality game. Maybe I recorded this before you actually watch it, but where you are when you are watching this, you are in the reality game. Why do I? Well, it's reality. It is what it is. You are alive in this particular reality wherever you are watching this video. So, you are in the reality. And the game part of it is because you need to have a purpose. This is the Marengovian from the Matrix movies. He said, without purpose, whatever he said, you can go look him up. But he said you have to have purpose. You have to have purpose. And in the end, what Don Juan Matus said in Carlos Castaneda books was you must choose a path with heart. There's many paths. But he said only a path with heart is of any value to you or anybody else. So he said, if you're on a path that doesn't have heart, drop it. Anyways, in the end, all the codes that I'm using for you have to do with raising your consciousness. Everything that I put out is about the collective improving the situation here on Earth and wherever else we have an effect. So other beings that are watching us using their high-powered telescopes on the moon, perhaps. If you want to have less hassle in your life, you have to become more evolved. The only way to evolve yourself now is you have to raise your consciousness. So you can either do the work of letting go, or you could wait for them to implant a computer chip in you to tie you into the internet direct. Or you might consider how many other possible technologies could get information into your physical brain. And then you have to read my section about how what we think of as physical reality is all thought forms. And all we are, in essence, without help of other kinds of beings, we are awareness. And then there's another being that is related to us, associated with us, called the mind. But the mind and your awareness are, I would say, aspects of what is. They're all part of what is in your reality. But they are different items. That's it for you.